Pretty hyped as well. I'm looking forward. This is gonna be hopefully good. For now, we have a very pretty countdown. A bean. Okay, let's eat a bean quickly. 20 seconds. Speedrun. Yeah, it really feels like a bean eating speedrun. Alright. That one did not smell well. Yep, it's dirty dishwater thing. That's fine. Alright. Oh, wow. Animations do be fancy. Yo, Butters. I like that, by the way, still, that it's rated like teen and not like E. Alcohol. Yeah, they're probably gonna smoke a cigar or some shit. Blood. How's there blood when you get a Vada Kedavra? Might be a bit loud. Ooh, pretty. I believe those we've seen in the reveal trailer, right? I mean, it looks nice though still. But I remember those scenes. Oh, that was a small rendering issue. This one I don't remember though. This seems new. Right? I've not seen this weird snake thingy. Snake. Oh, I'm curious.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first Hogwarts Legacy gameplay stream. I'm Chandler Wood, Community Manager here at Avalanche Software, and we've got a lot of really exciting stuff to show you today. But before we get into showing you the game and gameplay, I have a few wonderful guests that I need to introduce you to. First up, we have our community guest host. He brings you the latest and greatest in Hogwarts Legacy content.
I'm a bit worried to up this.
He's the local Merlin conspiracy theorist.
Guilty as charged, yes.
One half of Expecto Go,
Yeah.
James Whitehead.
Thanks, Chandler. Yes.
Shout
I'm
outs,
James
I guess.
Whitehead of Expecto Go, bringing you guys the latest and greatest in Hogwarts Legacy content. And I am one half of Expecto Go, the better half. My wife, Sue, represents that other half. So I'm excited to be here, and thank you, Avalanche Software, for inviting
Can
me.
I be the guy? Yeah, why does he get to do this?
Welcome. Thank
Do
you
I
for being
do I
here.
do this?
And two
Please
of the
work.
many
Okay.
people bringing this thing together, the magic of Hogwarts Legacy. Game director Alan Tu.
Hello, everyone.
And
You
senior
think this is
environment
live,
artist
by the
and
way?
Hogwarts expert.
Or is
Boston
this
Madsen.
pre-recorded?
So thank you for taking time out of
Oh, that's cool
very
if there's,
busy
like,
schedules
actual
right now
game
to
people.
sit down with us to help us show everybody
Free? Yeah, it
gameplay.
probably is, right?
So what we're going to be showing you today, first,
Scripted either way,
character
also
creator,
true.
Because it's your legacy.
I mean, they have
and
those
you have
fancy
to create
animations
yourself
and
when you
whatnot.
get
I don't. I mean, they could do that live,
get
but
into
like,
Hogwarts and
yeah.
bring your whole authentic self to Hogwarts. So we're going to show you that.
Tell me if
character
audio
creator.
is fine.
Then we're going to dive into a tour of Hogwarts, and it's just a small tour of Hogwarts, right? Because Hogwarts is huge. Hogwarts is really big.
I'm looking forward to
we're
that.
gonna be showing
I'm
you a
really
little bit,
curious
but
about the
it's
open
still
world.
a lot. So, and finally, ending up with combat. A little taste of combat, a little taste of how all that works.
Let's go, let's
just
go.
a little taste.
Also gonna be
yeah.
interesting.
So we're
Character
excited to
creator,
get
I don't really
again,
care
first
about,
and
but I
foremost,
think
we need
people
to get
do in this
into
chat.
Character creator, and James, with you here, we wanted to let you create this
exciting.
character.
Oh, also they have the floating wand.
Andrew, who is going to be doing
Look at
all of
that.
our gameplay capture today, is going to be handing you the controller.
Oh my gosh. All right, I won't break anything.
Also, they do actually
All right,
like
so what are
play
we
the game.
looking
It's
at
not
right
just
here?
pre-recorded game footage.
These are your presets. So a lot like other games, there's some initial settings that you can choose for your character that just kind of get them into like the ballpark.
It's looking
of
quite
what you
neat,
want
I
to
guess.
Be who you want to be and what you want to change.
Oh man.
And then once you're in that ballpark, all the other tabs let you dial that in.
I wish they
Be
would have
exactly
made that a
who you want to
quick
be.
time
So
event in
our
HP6.
goal with this is to make sure that for anyone
Harry and
that
Ron fighting
fantasizes
over the
about
book.
bringing themselves to the school for
Yeah.
the very first time,
Yeah.
that they feel like they have the options in order to represent who they are and essentially bring themselves to Hogwarts or whatever character they
Also,
want
the
to bring to
Hogwarts uniform in
Oh
like
my
the
God,
late
and options
1800s was
galore.
ugly
Do you
AF. Like,
mind
what is
if I
this?
try to put myself in here right quick?
It's all about you
Okay,
today.
all right.
I usually like
So-
old clothing, but this
okay, yeah,
just
that's
kind
me,
of
that's
looks
me. We're
awful.
here,
But
we're
you know,
here,
it's
that's me right
authentic,
there.
I guess.
All right, so let's.
Was it you still there?
We're pretty close, but let's look at everything.
Okay.
here,
That's
you know,
drip,
let's
it's
play around with
not
some of these
though, is
options,
it?
like really,
Oh, I don't
All right,
like
so
it.
what
I
are
don't
we
know. I think it's the
looking at with
colors
this
for me.
option over here with the tab. I see face stuff.
Yeah, so a lot of the different faces that you saw in the
So it's a
in the
character
previous game,
creator.
All those faces are.
I get it.
are
I
choices that
get
you
the
have
general
to-
gist of this.
So you can now you're just kind of
Here,
getting into the
Jamie as well.
details in your face shape, in your skin color.
Yeah, true. No house
and then
colors is kind of
because
the
we know
deck.
a lot of people going right in are going to want it right away. Even though it's an option later in the game, you can collect different types of glasses, put them on later. We give you some options right up front if you want to have glasses for your character.
Oh man! Oh my gosh! Look at the structure of the faces with this.
Yeah,
Wow,
plays like
you
late
guys thought of
1800s.
Crazy. I like that. I don't think my face is that skinny, but I think we'll go with that. I think we'll go that
Yeah,
route.
crazy. There's a
And
character
down
creator. You can
here,
create
it's
your
this-
own characters in it.
Glasses
Wow.
there, yeah.
Like this is
Oh,
why I
so
don't
we
give a
thought
shit
we
about
could
this
go ahead
part.
and
I knew it would be
modify
like
it.
this. Yeah, okay, it's a character creator. Okay,
Man.
sure.
And this is just some of the.
But it's
options,
fine.
I'm
We'll wait for
Yeah,
the
so
for the
through
actual
course of the game,
interesting stuff.
There's a lot of different options that you'll keep unlocking.
Okay.
So as part of kind of like gear for the character.
I assume the next
there's a lot
tab
of
up
different
there is like
classes, there's
haircut,
different
right?
maps, there's
This
all kinds of things. Over the
Eyes,
course of the game
eye
for-
color,
Victorian
house.
era, though.
Yeah,
Like,
right
it's
up front.
very authentic.
That's actually
Good
good.
call.
This is
Oh my gosh.
important.
All
You
right,
can
so
choose your
now-
house, I think.
Oh, we can go fleek on this one with the hair.
Yep. Hairstyle, hair color.
I spend a lot of time here just like dreaming about my different characters. And what
Oh
they're gonna
my
be like.
gosh, the pony. The thing I'm always amazed by whenever I see any aspects of.
I mean, come on, it looks nice. It's not an oh my gosh though. It's a it's a character creator made.
And like you even adding the bounce with the hair moving around.
Like yeah,
It looks
okay,
like
it's
Hermione a little
it's
bit.
it looks nice. It's cool. It actually looks pretty good. The hair,
And we
it
can
does.
Just go. Can I go?
But like, come on,
purple
it's
or
not like
green a
mind
little bit?
blowing.
Absolutely.
You're welcome back, Henrik.
Yo, this is so cool. Oh, I like that. That is cute. Oh, okay, so little behind the scenes. I used to have this type of hair like way back, but
was it purple?
I wanted silver tips, so that was the
Tonks.
closest I got to
Tonks,
color,
is it
but-
you?
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So you literally
A
can read yourself,
randomizer.
like,
Oh yeah, I
there's-
wonder if you can
there's a
just do. Yeah,
myriad
there's like the
of
presets, I guess, but not
textures
really. I haven't
and
seen
different
random
hairstyles
actually.
here. All right, so now we get over
Artificial
here
hair dye
to,
in the 1800s.
play
It's
around with
magic.
some of the
These are more subtle options. We've
Okay.
got freckles, moles,
Those are useful.
different things like when it comes to your complexion, like darker eyes, maybe like some shading on the cheek.
Oh, you can have scars. That's kind of
man.
cool
You
actually.
guys really thought of it. With this.
I do have a bit of fun with that. And then the
Yeah,
scars
it's
are
it's
one of
pretty
those
much
options where
as expected. Yeah, like it's nice. The hair looks good.
scar, but you can cut
Everything
into
looks pretty good.
Yours.
scar options.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's quite the scar.
Oh, wow. Look at that. I didn't even see that.
Oh, those are my favorite. The eyebrow scars.
Yeah.
Love those. Love
Yeah.
those.
You look kind
It's
of
a
like,
classic.
Yeah, you look
Classic.
kind of just like tough.
You heard him.
So now we're over here. Oh man, you guys, this is so sick.
I mean, it's a
Again,
character
more subtle
creator.
here, you know, really like.
Like, I'm
diving
sorry,
into
I
the
agree
shapes.
that it's cool, but like, just
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
make
yeah.
it that big of
I
a
don't know
deal.
how,
It's a bit.
reveal like a wannabe
It's a bit much.
facial features now. Just like, yeah, I kind of have a big face.
It's eyes. I can change the color.
But, I mean,
OMG.
literally, you have so many options. Just
That would be
starting
cool,
the game.
Melania, if you
I feel
could
like
just type
movie
your
is
own
like
story
forever.
in there. I guess you can make it up for
And then
yourself,
this
but
final tab here, this is where you kind of bring your whole character together. You know, this is where you finalize everything. You're not choosing your house here.
Okay.
That's not yet.
That was a theory.
But
I am
you know,
jealous,
here's
yeah,
where
I
you
cannot
bring,
change the
you-
color
you
of my-
choose
oh, this is
voice one or
interesting,
voice
though.
two, which is
Is
more
there the
kind of a
house in there?
masculine or
There's
feminine voice. And
not
then
the
even
house
within
in there.
that, changing your pitch,
with
the pitch slider.
It's a subtle slider.
Difficulty
but
is
you can
good.
hear it,
We'll definitely bump that up to hard.
and so you can kind of make out the differences. But yeah, you choose which kind of voice that you want.
Oh, I
you'll
can
just, like,
buy
do
that this
difficulty
guy
here.
is
For
like in
today,
his
we'll just go
teens,
normal,
like
Okay.
16,
And it's gonna
17. I can
be,
buy that. I think that's
taking us through
alright.
some of the experiences with
For me
combat later.
personally.
And we can talk a little more about difficulty, yeah, with combat.
As long as they
and how
spend
that
twice
plays
as long in the Hogwarts
but
too,
I
yeah.
think
I
the
really hope this is
important
not
thing
like the
here is, like,
longest
if
thing.
for people who aren't gamers, especially,
Right.
story mode is a way to get into this without being worried about like, oh, do I
Oh,
need
no.
to be
The
good
pleb
at
mode.
games? Like, no, just enjoy
The
game.
speedrun mode,
But it's
to
like
be
go
fair.
and then go.
Yeah, I don't know why it has the house. Oh, I guess it's just the
And
Hogwarts
then,
crest
whether you wanna
for
be
like the
chosen.
dormitory one.
Amazing.
What'd you think, character creator? We're good.
I'm good. I'll let you.
Yeah, we are good.
Hogwarts
Please
and
move
let's get
on.
some-
All right. Through the
No
magic
Cats
of
5.
using a dev kit, we're going to be loading up a save a little later in. so that we can show you more about Hogwarts.
Said
and
not
give
yet,
you that
that'll be
taste of
later on in
combat.
the game.
All
Ah,
right,
okay.
Andrew's got some gameplay pulled up for us.
Okay,
here.
okay.
We
Oh,
are,
I mean, it
starting
does
out,
look
James,
good,
there,
though.
There you are. You're wearing the House Fanatic robes from the account linking.
Freaking
Yeah, I do
Hufflepuffs.
look good. And this is our first look at the Hufflepuff common room, I'm assuming. I mean,
It
dorm
sure,
room.
it sure
Yeah,
does
yeah.
look very,
This is
very
awesome.
neat.
But Alan, what are we seeing right here with the
So-
UI? Because this is our first look.
We have a map.
Yeah. So right now
Potions.
we know there's been a lot of questions about the HUD because this is the first time we're showing it. So kind of going over it from right
Oh,
to
the
left.
owl.
On the bottom
Aw.
right is what we call our spell diamond.
Mhm.
So those are everything that you see in it are slottable spells. So we have over 20 slottable spells that you can earn over the course of the game.
Okay. Okay.
And
20
that's where the
isn't
player
bad.
can place
That's
them and use
quite a
them and
bit.
access them very quickly.
As long as one of them
Um,
is Flipendo.
To the top left of that is you'll see the D-pad, and on the left is an eyeball, and on the right is a bit of a grid. So the eyeball is an example of one of, not a slottable spell, but what we call an essential spell. There are certain spells that are used in very specific contexts, or that we just want on the controller at all times. And Reveal is
No,
one of
I'm
those.
pretty
That's
sure they
left on the
move it right
D-pad.
now, the
On
camera.
the right on the D-pad is that grid represents where you might slot spells. And so
Okay.
right now, today, we're not going to be going into the spell slotting menu because we feel like there's a lot of spoilers there. You know, like what are all the spells and what can we
I would
do?
like
Yeah, I didn't quite
spoilers.
understand what that means, but okay.
But we do want to make sure there's still some goodies left to share with everyone. And then on the left side, that thing that has the L1 button next to it, that's another thing where we don't want to spoil, but basically that's where you access your tool wheel. So there's a lot of magical tools. that you're gonna
AKA, we
be,
have not
kind
finished
of
this yet,
rolling-
maybe. I don't
rolling
think
over the
so.
course of the game. And so that's where you
Who's
would
playing
access
me?
them rapidly is our tool wheel.
Okay. Cool.
There are a few things that I left off the table on the right. The
I'll
green
see your
bar is your
Solitude.
health, and
I'll probably just
basically
go with
there's a potion
Gryffindor,
next to it
man.
that's how you might heal.
It's
The
what
bar
I got
that
on
goes in the secret room.
Hogwarts
I
Pottermore.
apologize. And all the way on the left is our mini-map with a kind of overhead view of where you are currently in your common room that updates as you travel through Hogwarts and beyond out into the world. And for those fans out there that aren't a huge fan of mini-maps, because we know they exist, there's also options to remove the mini-map and turn on or off.
Yeah, this
different
is
elements
Wingardium
of
for
our
sure.
Hogwarts.
That's
Really
Lumos
immerse
for
yourself
sure.
And we'll
Not
go
sure
more
what
into
that
the
is.
spells as we get into combat, but that's kind of
Could be
that's
Sectum
what you're
Sempra,
seeing there.
could
And
be
this is
Accio.
our
That's
HUD.
good guesses.
Also, Andrew's giving us a good look over here. I want to call out. I'm a big fan of the bedside tables in the dormitories.
Bedside tables. I mean, it looks nice.
Very nice bedside tables.
They are nice.
Shut up about the bedside tables. What the fuck?
Colored wood was mentioned
I
in the
mean,
writing.
sure. They're
It's
beautiful
color.
bedside
Art of
tables.
lore, there we go. All right.
Never seen such nice
So now
bedside
we're
tables in any
walking
game.
out Into
We really tried making these low-ceilinged dorms to give you that Badger set sort of
The
feel.
first thing I know.
Oh, the Hufflepuff. Oh, that's cool though.
Score is amazing. With this.
Gorgeous.
And I'm calling out here.
Oh, are they a meme on the
this is
Hogwarts
unique
Legacy
music that you're hearing
subreddit?
for
Okay, I
the
see.
Hufflepuff
That's
common
cool
room.
then. Then
Go
I
back to those
actually like
common room
that.
videos we
That they
released,
engage
when
with
the
that.
music's a little bit different, and that is entirely intentional.
That's actually pretty hype then.
We just want to welcome you to your common room in every single house, just a little bit differently. So you can customize in that.
Yeah,
space right
it's-
away.
Oh my gosh, it's so awesome.
Hufflepuff has always been kind of the Hobbit holes, yeah.
So, I mean, beautiful design. We could spend like the entire rest of the stream just in the common room here and talking about it, and I'm sure Boston and James could be like just geeking out over
Not
it.
as good as the HP2 map. I agree. Ooh, there's moving cacti.
The round doors, the
It looks very
hanging
similar
lights,
to
even
the
dancing
HP2 map we've
badgers
played
on
though.
the
It's got a
fireplace.
real earthy vibe.
Yeah.
It's very, very earthy.
Which is
What's
is,
the
like,
lock on the
elements
map?
for
I
each
assume
house.
either like a
Hufflepuff is
quest or a
earth,
secret or
Ravenclaw is
something. I
air,
don't know.
Gryffindor is fire, and Slytherin is water. We
Wow.
really leaned into that for each common room.
Wow.
So
Hmm.
if it feels earthy. We've got a little earthen passageway. That's what we were. Hopefully,
That's
it
cool
should
as
feel
well
very
with the
familiar.
elements for the
Yeah,
houses.
it does. It does.
But I know you don't want to leave, but we're gonna be leaving.
Thank you. I understand. Whoa, the sound effects though. Like, looking back at the past trailers, it was just music, but kind of hearing how Hogwarts is now, it's so cool.
It's tactile.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Andrew's going to make use of one of our spells, Revelio.
It is
Use
nice.
Revelio right here, because there's a little magic going on.
And it is canon. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the way to
these
enter the
are
common room, we
something
know that.
We kind of interchangeably call Revelio pages or lore pages, and you'll notice a bunch of things pop up on the screen.
Yeah.
You see that.
I don't
we've
mind
got some
icons on the
HP
map,
for
though. I think
and
it
you can
makes
also see that
sense.
we've advanced
Oh,
something
they're
called
sprinting.
like a field guide challenge up in the corner.
Uh-huh.
So I want to talk about that a little bit. So we had to ask ourselves, what?
That's the entrance to the kitchen, huh?
Continue, I'm sorry.
I saw the fruit bowl.
Maybe something you may or may not be able to tickle there.
Yeah.
But in our game, we had to answer the question, we're a late.
I hope there's
What does that
no
mean? How do we
stamina
catch up to
running.
students?
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
So
that's Peeps.
We have an answer to that question, and it's given to you by the staff. So there's something that we call the
Peeps
Wizard's
sliding.
Field
Wait, I'm in
Guide
front
that's
of the
granted
thing
to
the
you
entire time.
early
Oh,
on in
fuck.
the game.
Sorry.
And the Wizard's Field Guide is how you actually work on.
You
catching
couldn't
up
see
with
the
other students.
spells, but now you
So,
can.
Andrew, if you hit pause for me up here, before you push forward a little bit, you can see in our pause menu, it's got this book theme.
Wow.
That's your Wizard's Field Guide, and you can see your house kind of crest
in the middle,
overlaid
yeah.
over it.
Okay,
Right? And you
okay.
can see that on your level as well.
So that's the
Field
100%
Guide
menu,
has
huh?
this magical property of looking
Wow, it's a
out into the
book.
world around you, and the reason why it's on loan from the Ministry of Magic and the professors
So
have
cool.
granted it to you as a late fifth-year student is because they want it to help you catch up to the other
Yeah, that's
kids.
gonna
And
be
its
that's
magical
gonna
property
be a
is
lot to fill out
discover
by the
different
looks of it.
opportunities to learn and grow all around you. So the way it works is, as you discover gameplay in the game, it actually recognizes that as a challenge, which is kind of
On the bottom.
locked into there.
Okay.
And Andrew, if you go in there, you'll see different types of challenges that are combat challenges, quest
Wow.
challenges, exploration challenges. And you can
That's
see
gonna
field guide
be a
pages on
long
there.
run.
We unlock that one field guide page. right?
That entire category is one of the ways that the
Wait, he
book
said
itself kind
category.
of
He's
fills
acknowledging
out
Hundo.
into the school and spills out into the
a
school.
good category.
And kind of hides itself with different types of challenges and different things to do around the school that you're
That is
actually going
so
to
cool.
interact with to help you grow as a wizard and practice.
Yeah, that's
yourself.
gonna
And so
gonna
that thing that
take
we
a
just saw
while.
is not just a field guide challenge and a way to earn
Yeah.
XP. It's also something that that players can use to learn about the school as they're traveling around. They spot these little secret facts, and they can kind of play a little bit of a game, discovering all of them. And there are over 100 field guide pages just in Hogwarts alone. So,
Little glimpse of the grand
Wow.
staircase
Yeah.
here. We're not,
As he said in
Circular
Hogwarts alone, but I guess we
staircase.
kind of know
Hogwarts
that. There's more
And I
areas.
did notice the flue flame just ignite right there, which was so cool.
yeah.
Oh man.
fast travel points there. House hourglasses. We had
What's
to.
the entry hall?
How much fun was it designing those and putting all
Oh, they're
those in
gorgeous,
there?
but
But
Oh,
they're
that's
just like in the
cool.
books.
Yes.
Right
It's
next
a
to
nod
the
to
Great
lore.
Hall.
it's a nod to
Yeah.
lore. House points is not a.
That's
core
just like in
mechanic or
Section.
system in
What's
the
this
game.
guy on the
It is
left
We
doing?
turned it
narratively-
into like a gameplay system, but it's definitely present throughout.
Oh,
the
they're
game.
shouting.
And there are lots of choices where we want to.
Yeah, I do
nod
that as
to
well in my free
things
time. I
that
just go
aren't-
around
that
and
aren't
shout it
necessarily
like
gameplay systems,
statues.
Yeah.
but we
Give
nod
me
to them
more
as
points.
part of the narrative.
Over to the right
Part of the
there,
wizard
Andrew
world.
was teasing. That's the Great
Great
Hall
Hall.
over
Yeah.
through those doors. Again,
Yes,
we're not
glass.
going there.
Let's
We're
go.
just
Wait,
kinda
that's not
like-
the entrance. The courtyard.
No.
Oh.
Cool. Cool.
Oh, cool. There's like an extra entrance hall,
Here's
and then
another
there's the
collectible
courtyard.
page, just again showing you like just these things around Hogwarts that you can
You were correct.
do and pick up and
Axio.
That's a shot straight from the trailer too. Just that part right there. I recognize
I
that.
might be giving you a little fan service here with
It was Axio.
callbacks to those. So
And this must be summertime, because I noticed these are the summertime windows. These windows will change with the seasons.
Yeah, the detail they put in
That's
this
cool.
is kind of. I get surprised by it all the time.
That is cool if they
Somebody
change
in
with the
Magic
seasons.
Castle, so.
Oh man.
Okay, come on. Entrance
We're going
courtyard.
out.
Sometimes,
Look
like,
at
some speedruns
that.
allow
This
breaks
is where the
if
students
they're
normally
super
kind of
long.
congregate just to kind of chill out, play, meet each other outside of the Great Hall before and after meals.
And this is
I-
like,
I
it's
love
the
way
it's the
that when
basic layout
castle
of HP5
interconnects
again.
to,
Look at
that
this.
it interconnects outside, inside. There
It
are
is.
pathways on both sides.
Like,
of things, so you
obviously
really
it's
get
changed a
a
bit,
sense
but
of
the bridges
scope
lined
to-
up.
to how big this castle
And
is.
when you see things like you'll notice a
It's
bridge
like
over there,
viaduct
that's a place you can
entrance.
go to and cross. Like
Yeah.
everything that you see is
Essentially.
a place that you can visit.
Wow.
That's
We
cool.
tried we put a lot of effort in making it feel really alive, not just with student population, but even just the greenery and stuff. It's a lot, right?
Gobstones.
Yeah.
And this castle.
Yeah, hopefully they don't bring gobstones
so just
back.
kind of the moss and all the trees that have overgrown it, and
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they have fast
that
travel.
landscape, that Scottish.
Which is gonna help for speedruns as well.
I thought I recognized it. I believe this is from the Spring ASMR, and yes, so that puzzle right there, that view.
Oh, that is,
Andrew
that's
is
cool.
Taking us right back to
I am
that.
going to tell Andrew not to interact with that puzzle and to keep moving on.
I am
We
very
can't
much looking
spoil
forward to
everything.
that.
We can't give you everything, right?
Hogwarts
So-
contains a lot of.
And just
secrets.
force push the door open.
Oh my god.
But this is
That is viaduct
grand
entrance,
entryway
right?
right here, coming down into.
Why no Quidditch warping?
a really kind of
True, that's
central
way
area.
cooler.
Yeah, we're coming upon the central hall, and we pointed
Oh
out
no,
the
it's the
greenhouse
central hall, so they
outside,
changed that.
and we'll notice when we get down there that it's on the right.
This is a big hub of the school. Like it's a big castle,
Interesting.
but it is designed so you shouldn't get very lost. This is kind of a grand central station.
New space.
That each direction.
Yeah,
you know,
force push is
green
my
over there,
favorite
so the
spell.
greenhouse is over there. Transfiguration courtyard. You know, the library straight ahead. So it's kind
Okay,
of
interesting. So it is different
the hub
than
of
5
the
PC.
castle.
Even the color, visually, you can just tell, okay, green,
Oh, green, go
greenhouse.
that way.
Oh my god.
A lot of it'll be subconscious, but
Yeah.
it'll help you really learn the castle and feel like you know your way around.
That is
That's
nice.
not to say that it's easy to learn. All of us here still get pretty lost in it
It
on a
is a
daily
castle.
basis.
It
It's a
is.
castle.
Oh, that's gonna be great. Go like walking through that,
Love
discovering
Andrew's,
places.
definitely
Oh, I
teasing
can't
a
wait.
lot of things here. I'm noticing he's swinging the camera this way and that.
Yeah.
Transfiguration courtyard.
It's just like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it looks a lot like Fallen Lord. I thought that already on like the first gameplay reveal.
You know, and just kind of chill out.
Curious about
And
the
an
fighting as well.
opportunity to talk to somebody, get a
Yo, it's
quest
Nelly.
giver here.
Classic character.
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nelly, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian
You
keys.
what, me?
Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumor is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years.
From
You should
6
try to catch one.
PSP. I don't think
Why would
she's
I
been
do
in
that?
that.
Each key will lead you to a
the
locked
guy doing the
cabinet somewhere in
background?
the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why is the guy in the background just vaping?
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
What's
hope you do.
that?
In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them.
Sure, I guess.
So those kind of side quests are really, it's a cool way
Yeah,
to
that's. I mean,
interact
that's cool though.
with your fellow students, with perhaps
I don't know what he
teachers,
was doing.
various
I have no clue
things like
what
that, as
happened
well
there.
as teach you some more of the
But
secrets
that's.
of
I mean, I
Hogwarts.
like that though.
There's
In
a
this
Some
case,
stuff
it's
going on.
absolutely-
Yeah.
So the students are a way to kind of like flesh out the school opportunities around it, what we can do, and then those interactions, different interactions with different characters.
Yeah,
can
that's,
also
it looks
offer
like
different
that's.
choice
It's
points for the
very
player.
lively,
And then some of
honestly.
those things,
A lot of side
can
quests.
affect things game
Yeah,
wide. Some of
right.
these affect characters' lives, the ending of the game.
Magical drug
and sometimes
smuggling.
it's just about you being a little bit of a
Sometimes
nice
it's just about
guy
the
or just
mission.
being a jerk.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
So
cool
the
though.
scale
That's
really
really
varies,
cool.
But those opportunities exist for the player.
Wow, look at this.
That really is like a bit like a bully
Dada,
Hogwarts
Defense Against the
version.
Dark arts.
Power.
Tower, which this is one of my favorite locations in the castle. Just visually, you come in here and just the richness of
It
this
is
area.
very iconic, very unique.
I
to
hope they have the face plant.
anywhere else.
Why
in
is
the
there a
castle.
Somebody
Nazgul
else that we
statue?
can talk to, notably a younger student.
Yeah, she looks like a first year or an 11-year-old.
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am?
Nope.
Zenobia Noak. The girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Oof.
Everyone hates you.
That's
Why?
pretty
Because
sad.
Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoil sports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room.
Aww.
My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray
No, no,
you with
no,
a
no, no.
foul-smelling liquid.
I heard gobstones. No, 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 no. Sounds awful. That one. Yes, yes, they
I
picked
haven't
it.
much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be
Breaking
so
poor
cruel.
Zenobia's heart, but
Just
like
because they're
picking the
sprayed all over
correct
with smelly
option.
gobstone
I like it.
It's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Okay. I would have done the same.
Sounds as if you caused the smelly
Yes,
situation
fuck
and they
gobstones.
responded accordingly.
I didn't make the rules. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my
Yeah,
own.
I do think
don't
in-game
I
the
know
outfits look
necessary
quite
spells
nice.
Yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year. to
Dude, have
help
you
me.
not gotten the message yet? We're not helping you, I'm sorry. The deaf wants to be an asshole. Wait, there's actually no option to say no.
I'll see what I can do.
They're forcing
I'd
you into the
appreciate
side
the help.
quest.
If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Oh my god, they even have
I love
Snake
that
Pit!
interaction with her because there's so many
Oh my
ways that you
god,
can go
that's
with that.
actually
You can,
just
like,
HP5.
You can feel for her. You can be a jerk
That's
to her. You can be
great.
like, gobstone sounds awful. It sounds like you're just mean.
See, that's the
like,
kind of that's the
the
kind of
opportunity to
references I want.
Yeah, they continue.
That's a good example of the.
Chessware.
Gobstones too. I know people.
Oh,
are gonna
that's
ask,
cool,
Gobstones,
man.
Gobstone's playable. They mentioned it, right?
Yeah. So yeah,
Ooh,
Gobstones is
Defense
one of
Against
the
the
things
Dark
that is
Arts?
not playable in the game. I know we've had to rip the Band-Aid off on a few things. Honestly, it's both it's an amazing thing on the franchise how many things about this like speak to us as fans and that we want to turn into gameplay. And there were calls that we had to make over the course of production of kind of like which things we will and won't include in the bucket.
It's
Gobstone.
the
Kind of for the
Slytherin
overall
Wizard's
gobstones in
chest.
Those
HP5.
are things that aren't featured.
Aren't featured.
Yeah.
They're featured within the world.
But no
I wanted to mention
gobstones.
they're a part
Let's
of the
go.
Wizarding world.
That's a
Every
50.
single time
Part of
there was something that
Steven's
we
God,
regretted
they're
because we
beans on the
couldn't include
balcony.
it. We also tried to figure out a way to make sure that it was
It
included
looks
in the
nice.
narrative, included in the stories. Make sure that there's a way to kind of like acknowledge it,
Wow.
touch it, and make it feel like it's definitely part of the world.
And I know here too, we're
see your
like,
reaction.
you're getting,
Oh, it's the things
I'm
Moody
like,
has.
We're in this Against the
You
Dark
collect
Arts.
those in
I
HP4,
recognize that
those weird eye
therapist to the
thingies.
left where we were just at Andrew was walking by. I also recognize the dragon at the very top. Oh my god.
Dark
being
detectors,
in a
yes.
classroom, I think this
Oh,
is a
that's
good
cool.
opportunity to talk about how classes work because we've gotten a lot of questions about that. Is it a schedule-based system? Is it so tell us how classes work?
Yeah, so ultimately decided not to go the sim route. So I think like one of the speculations was, is there time of day and that kind of thing. Like, can I miss class at this time of day? and
There
that kind
is
of
a
thing.
day-night cycle.
Yeah, there is a day-night cycle, but everything is very narrative-based, and so there's a big mystery going on in the world. There's something happening in the narrative, and we essentially see it as kind of like chapters in that narrative. Each chapter of which has a set of missions that you can choose between as you're progressing through the game, and classes
Some
fit
tea.
within that structure. So there are mainline things that the players have to do, and then classes also appear on the sides as well as optional things that help you advance your spells. It's absolutely true that classes
So all the
provide
classes
your
are
major tools
missions,
throughout the gameplay,
essentially.
your spells, your major abilities. You get to know the professors.
Interesting.
Each one of them has these.
So there's like no
kind of
actual
defense
open
elements
world.
in those missions.
I just
And then there are
walk
also
around and
additional
enter this
opportunities outside
class.
of that through
Which
kind of like
honestly, that's fair.
side classroom missions essentially, where you can learn additional spells or things that you need in your adventure. And
Yeah, I
also
saw
get to
that
know the
one as well,
professors.
Solaire.
And I just want to call out something that Andrew's been kind of showing off, ways to kind of interact with the environment and just engage with the world. And, maybe down there he's sipping some tea with
I saw that.
Victorian high,
Yeah.
little
high society.
high society.
And it's no wonder you like this area because we built it.
Yeah,
for,
it
like,
would
the
be
pure
pretty
blood
hard to
of
code it.
Slytherin.
Oh, it's the
come on.
drawbridge or whatever it's called.
But like speaking of lived in, like the sound effects again, the chatter of the communication that's happening.
I'm
and
already
footsteps,
satisfied
like,
with this.
It just makes it feel more alive.
Little events
This
like
looks
that.
really
Just
amazing.
going
I
by
just saw a room
overhead.
goes off.
And like it's very lively, all the side missions, all the freaking references.
The
That's
Data
really
Tower
cool.
was one example, but no two hallways should look the same in Hogwarts. It has a lot of
So much
personality. Every
green,
hallway
yeah.
should be a little bit different, and that's mostly to help orient the player.
Right.
Yeah, I
or
think
help
they
you not
show
get
off
lost, but,
combat later
like
on
this
as
is
well.
Hesperus Hall. That's a little nod
From what I've heard.
Marauders, a name that came from the Marauders map. But every hallway will have a little bit of a different personality.
That
and-
looks like God of War. That might be why they pushed their game back, so they don't have to compete
Personality.
with
I
that.
like that. 'cause
Yeah.
Would make
Well,
more
it
and
does
more
like
sense.
Hogwarts
Neo
has character.
Phantasm.
Hogwarts is its own character no matter where you go.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a
Feels
wheel,
Just a little bit different.
and it's a
Like
locked
castle
classroom.
full of magic for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
It's going to kind of
And
grow
full
and
of,
develop. Oh, I heard something.
Yeah. Speaking of characters,
Speaking of magic, Mr.
He's
Magic
back.
himself.
I feature a poltergeist too.
You know, we talked about building on lore too. I know there's that statue over to the side.
Peeves is
That's
probably gonna be an absolute
Lachlan
menace.
the Lanky,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
got his
Old
bow truckle
Peevesy
friend,
back
and-
after
and I
HP3
think if
Xbox.
players don't
It's
know,
been a
there's
while
another
for him.
Well,
Revelio page there.
Yeah, there's a map of Argyllshire. We know the fat lady hides there.
Hides behind it. That's right.
The third book. But sometimes a hallway has personality by how it looks, or we just passed a music hallway where the portraits have kind of taken it over, and so the sound makes it really unique.
All right,
Yeah, I really
call
hope
this out
they
here. I know there's been
finish
some
the game
criticism in the
before they
past
release
that,
it,
our
and
trailers
like,
and our gameplay and what we've shown so far.
yeah, I wish
have
this
been
game the
owls,
best.
okay?
I really hope it's
So
gonna
here
be
we
good.
are
I mean,
at
look at that,
the
it looks
owlery.
nice.
We're looking directly at the owlery to show you all of the owls.
I
All
really
the
hope
owls.
there's a
All the
climbing
owls
mission
at
there,
the
so you
owlery.
can climb
All
up.
the
Fog
owls.
rolling down that.
Great callback. Great call.
No, I also love that as I one of my favorite things about just kind of going around on the outside of the school is that all those things that I see are places that I can go to, that I can visit. I just love that.
Clock
sensation
tower.
that is real.
That lovely Scottish countryside.
We're kind of closing out our mini tour of Hogwarts, and again,
That looks
what a
like the Clock
fraction
Tower
of,
courtyard. What
this
can I say?
Enormous castle. But we're closing
That's
it out here
exactly
in
how- oh
Clock
my
Tower,
God, that's so
another
cool.
recognizable location, but this
That's
is where
HP5
Cross Wands, which
again,
is the
but
secret,
pretty.
not so secret dueling club is. That
Yeah, even
students
the
put
wooden
together.
thingies up there.
Professors definitely know about it, but they think they're being clever. And it's run by this,
Sabotage
Lucan
the clock.
Bradley here.
Who's in a
Oh
younger
no,
year,
it's
but we kinda like this is-
Lucen?
yeah,
Lucan?
like he's running things.
Hello, Lucan.
Lucan.
May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Nope.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
And this is a really good opportunity to now jump
What is that?
into
Now they
combat,
don't
because
show the
really in
mini
game,
game?
this is gonna
Really? Oh,
be,
there they do. Okay, cool.
The first time where you yourself get to learn
Not yet,
about
Sansi.
combat and combos in a
is
big
a nice
way,
rest,
in a
let's
new
go.
way. For me personally, this was where the game like really starts to open up to the possibilities.
Yeah. So we've set up a training dummy, and this is kind of an activity.
There
where
are no
you're supposed to
subtitles.
execute according to kind of the iconography on the top. Now, what we see on the top is the Accio spell, followed by 4 what we just kind of lovingly refer to as basic shots. There are certain spells what the wizards kind of like use, just kind of fling. Andrew's using one now. And
Fields
you
HP4,
trigger that
man.
by tapping R2 on your controller. So you can see in the corner R2. So if you tap R2, that throws out a basic shot. But that R2 is also your gateway to all of the spells that you might slot. So if you hold R2 instead, you can see how the diamond expands. And if we let go, you see how it contracts.
Yeah.
And so if you hold it again, it expands. And so when it expands, then all the spells that you slotted while you're holding that
makes
button can now
sense.
be tapped with your face button.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's
And
that's
Not
what I
only
thought
that,
with
but Over the
HP4.
course of the game, you can gain
They won't
additional
show
spell diamonds,
Flipendo.
up to 4 additional ones,
Lumos?
so that you can slot up to 16 spells, pretty much instantly. And then that helped
What's
us.
the right one? Is that Richter
fulfill the
Semper?
fantasy of in combat, I need to be able to access things very rapidly.
Yeah.
And so you learn over the course of these events, how to juggle not just the spell casting, but also it reinforces
Ooh.
an understanding of another feature of the wheel, which is their cooldowns. So as you're casting
Kinda
spells,
cool.
just to make sure that you're not just kind of like repeatedly using one thing over and over and over
Right,
again,
right.
you can see cooldowns on the spells that he's using on the wheel. And then as you progress through the game, there are different things that can affect.
I mean, to be fair, they
cooldowns,
both did like
talents,
the same
different
thing
things that
now.
allow you to kind of like
Okay.
juggle and
Yeah,
adjust
amongst
and
other
upgrade those
consoles, it
things.
will be.
And so if you
clutcher.
hold down R2,
Levioso,
and you tap
wait, he
the
said
D-pad,
that?
It will switch between your other diamonds if you've unlocked them, and that's how you access all those.
Oh man.
I mean, it looks cool. I just hope that not everything does the
Yeah.
same.
So this is a great way to kind of learn
Spells
how
on the
to
left. Oh.
pull things together,
So you use
pull those
Leviosa
combos
right
together.
Here. Yeah. Tap, Accio, tap, tap, tap.
Oh, okay. Okay. It does pull it closer, I guess.
that
That's
out.
something.
And that's just against the dummy, but I mean,
I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel.
I agree,
You'll be
Lucan.
a fearsome challenger now.
I think
His
now
voice
we can,
doesn't really
we
fit
can
his
take
face.
on something a little more challenging. It's going to shoot back.
Now let's talk about some more.
180
features of,
XP,
combat
holy
systems.
shit.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
We're on a PS5 dev kit here, so we're going to be able to kind of pause
I'm
the
ready.
pause the action
Yeah.
and talk about what you're seeing on the screen, because there's about to be a lot going on.
Okay.
Oh god, I read that name very wrong. Wizard has ruined me with
Here you
those
can
memes.
Select if you want to fight with somebody
yeah,
else, your
classmates.
classmates. But in this case, we're not. We want that action to feel a little more frantic.
I would have
Feel a little bit
chosen
that sense of
Sebastian Swallows. He seems beatable.
combat.
I don't know about you.
So apparently you've,
Nah, that's
got
just
quite
a boy.
reputation 'cause they've
I'm
got
pretty
you up
sure.
against
Yeah,
people.
3, yeah.
Okay, now I'm curious
the
how
jump.
like the actual fighting that works.
So I can explain this just because I know people are going to go into it, but we can probably just kind of
Is it your
jump in.
Django?
So you're not the only one that has Protego and the ability to deflect. The enemies do too. And we actually play with that when it comes to the spell casting. So you notice that there are different colored kind of shields around the different characters. And you also notice that your spells have different colors on them. So to help players understand kind of like the function of their spells, we're trying to put them into brackets. So there are
That's
damage
cool.
spells, there are force spells, there are, I'm forgetting the other one, all of a sudden, control spells. And so those things for the player, they wind up also being a color indicator for which actual spell to use to break the different shields that enemies can use. That way it rewards kind of like that close attention that you're paying
And
on things.
We've got this pause here now, and you can kind of see
Yeah,
all the
Felix,
elements
that
on the
would be
screen,
sick.
the halo around the avatar's head, each of the different shields, to kind of give us a breakdown of what's
Give us a
going
breakdown of different things that you're saying. So you notice at the top that we're kind of like calling out which enemy you currently have targeted and their level and health, and so.
Like I like it. It's not just mashing. There's like color-coded things and whatnot.
The halo over your head. Whenever an enemy is about to an attack, it's almost like you have a little bit of a sixth sense for those things that are coming. If you see the halo, it means there's an incoming attack, and if you tap the triangle button by default, then that you'll be able to deflect that attack that comes in and off with the Protego.
And I love that deflect where it goes off and
Yeah, that's
like,
also
hits
cool.
things,
Like I don't know.
and
This
kind of breaks things off.
I'm still not
Also,
100% convinced.
if you hold the button,
It might
doesn't
still just be kind
it
of
doesn't just
spell
deflect,
mashing,
it
but
also deflects and turns
I was
around
worried it
with
would be
counter
worse.
attack, Stupefy, that actually stuns the enemy. And you can use that even in your combos and stuff. So if you're focused on a character, and you're doing your thing.
This
and
one
someone
poor
else attacks
pog,
you,
that
you
was
can actually
cool.
turn that attack into a direct attack on the person.
Using like the
Back
environment.
into gameplay here. Andrew's gonna pretty handily finish these
Yeah,
other students off
we'll have
here.
to see how this
Win
feels and like actually plays. I think. I mean, it looks cool and all, but oh, nice
Yeah,
potion.
we really felt like in the movie there's almost like a
Murdering students in Hogwarts again by throwing barrels.
there's this element of kind of like fencing from a very great distance.
That's such a good call.
And there are a lot of
Too easy. Come on.
Come
Come on. I know you want it. Yes. Whoever plays this speaks my language.
Yes. Well, perhaps you should try that next time.
Soon we'll be playing
Hogwarts
Hogwarts Legacy, but welcome in as well.
After that last round, they'll really have it in for you.
Yeah, the
You
death
better
is
keep
like
practicing if you want a chance at
absolutely
winning.
vicious.
Or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready.
I'm glad that
Hope to see you
Hogwarts is
then.
still as lethal as ever. That's great.
The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Yep, it's for all the
More or
marbles.
less gonna wrap it up for us for now. For what we wanted to show you, character creator, tour of Hogwarts, and
That guy has it
basic
coming.
combat.
Duncan,
But
I'll
we
remember that
wanna
name.
leave
No,
you
that wasn't his
without-
name, was it?
well, maybe a little
Shit,
bit
I
of
already
something
forgot his
that
name.
we're,
Guess I won't remember
may
it.
show in the future, may show next time. So leaving the castle. Going
Lucan,
out
thank
here,
you. Gotta put that on my list.
More owls confirmed.
Owl mail. There's the owlry again. Yes, all of the owls. But yeah, just heading out here again to show you like from Hogwarts.
Oh my
to
god.
The world beyond Hogwarts.
The stone
And
circle is
this
real.
is
Where's
not
Hagrid's
somewhere
hut
where
though?
We're going today, but
Kappa.
we will definitely be taking you in the future.
Wait, there's a hut down there. Did I just see a hut down there? Is that where?
A glimpse at the scale of the castle back there. All right, so we're gonna wrap things
There's
up
a
here,
roof
but,
there.
I
It's
hope you guys
Axad. Who's
enjoyed,
Ak?
everything
Is
you've
that the
seen,
one
but I think,
before
James,
Hagrid?
you may have a few other questions here at the end of things. So
Yes.
while we're done with what
Does
we're
not
showing
sound
on
like the
gameplay
most
side,
qualified person.
I know there's a few
Axad,
things that
but
you
sure.
want to pick Alan and Boston's brains about.
I would love that because there's a lot. All right, so some of these questions we did pull from the community secretly, but I did pull from the community. So,
and also from, I mean, going through this, I
Based
feel like
off of-
you've come up with some things you want to talk a little more
Hagrid is a
about. I'm sure.
time traveler.
elaborate on because we went through character customization, Hogwarts itself, and even combat. So,
Yeah, that was cool though.
this
I
will
mean,
be,
the
like,
question,
critical to you
sure, will
guys.
stay in for that, but
Will we be able to go back and change our character?
yeah, right, wasted. Like it's
So not everything.
It looks
but
really cool.
There are certain things with hairstyle, hair color.
like the open
so
world looks
kind of like
really,
core
really
shapes,
cool.
Okay.
You know, like with the body and face, not after the fact.
Okay.
But there are lots of things. There's kind of like a barber shop in Hogsmeade.
I
that
think
you
it's
can
the
go
only
to,
questions left,
and
yeah.
There's a
inside of
wizard
there,
barber,
you can
right?
customize, yeah.
You could change
So that
your
makes
haircut
sense.
for-
You can change your hairstyle and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool.
And the game features a lot of appearances.
In Hogsmeade, the Hogsmeade has been
So there's
they've
a
they've
ton of
said
options
they
there.
have that before.
But that's in terms of like your character and stuff that you have the character creator. It's like a
I really, really hope they have a picture of PlayStation 1 Hagrid somewhere. It would break the immersion
Next question,
completely
what
though, so
kind
they
of
shouldn't.
Leisurely activities
Yeah, I'm very
can
much
we
looking forward to
do?
this.
Can we study with our free time? I mean, what will we be doing just hanging out in Hogwarts?
Because as you progress through the game, there's a bunch of different missions that open up. Most
Yeah.
of them are driven
Still
by
like
different
the
characters'
rotating wand.
personalities. You know, some of them want help getting up to hijinks, or some of them want to just explore secrets in the castle
Right,
because
right.
there are new secrets in our castle. to
Wait, what do you
explore.
mean, Saber?
And so,
You were part of
so
the game?
I think there's a bunch of things
I
to
am
do. And when it comes to
confusion.
class,
Or is
as
that
I
what one
mentioned
of them
earlier, it's
said
not
in the
just kinda
interview?
like the mainline stuff. They're kind of like extracurricular assignments, some of which are optional, some of which are kind of like blockers for main mission.
Sounds
So
like your
you can't go
classic
on this
Hogsmeade
mission
trip, right?
Until you have the spell.
Butterbeer
then
and
the
a
spell
haircut.
is open, you know,
Right.
the assignment and how you complete it
Yeah,
with
yeah.
with your professor.
Wait,
And
is-
so there are opportunities to study, so to speak, like
Right.
with that.
Wait,
But
are you
they're
for
really-
real?
They do all take the form of our mission structure.
Is that actually for real? Because you've been around this channel for so long.
Let's get into some combat right
That's
quick.
pretty Paul.
Do spells have different levels or are they all equal?
So you're
Spells have
saying
different
you made
levels,
this
but are
trailer?
they all equal? I'm trying to think of how to describe that. So each spell
I
has kind of
don't
like
know.
its own core identity and what it does in the game, with regards to both kind of like puzzling, world exploration, and
the subtitles.
combat and all that
Hmm.
kind of stuff.
Right.
And then it's through the talent system,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
When you go into that, it's kind of like each of those spells has ways to kind of like advance and grow and change.
Okay.
And as you spend talents, in some cases, it even
And we're not even
changes,
watching
like,
it
the
on
way you
YouTube.
approach the-
Shame on
the
me.
battlefield and things like that. So I'd say that's no more true than with like dark arts, for example. And as
Oh
you go
no,
down
they're
that
talking
line
about dark
and
arts
you
again.
play around with those
It's
talents,
happening again.
It really does start to kind of like affect even how you approach
Yeah.
combat and how you think about the battlefield.
I won't be touching the dark art stuff, but I know many of you guys will be.
Maybe on your second playthrough?
Yeah, second playthrough, yes.
Okay.
Dark Hufflepuff coming, #soon.
Dark Hufflepuff,
I want to close
the
off
good
with this
good old
question,
meme.
And this will be for everybody, and we'll start with Boston. With this game that you guys have been working on for however long and the excitement you guys have, what's one aspect of Hogwarts Legacy that you are excited for the fans?
The
to experience?
fans.
Boston.
That's
I
us.
think I'm just excited for the fans to play through the world, specifically the castle, and maybe go read those books again. I hope that
You
either whether
reading,
you're already a
imagine.
fan and love this game, or this is your first introduction into the world, I hope they just point at each other in the best way possible. And I'm just excited for fans to get to finally go to Hogwarts and feel like they can own it and live there. I've lived there for 5 years. It's a great place to live. Official 5th year.
It's really funny because I want to give a different answer and I will,
Yeah.
but I actually feel like the most honest answer is really similar. Because my
I
favorite
mean, that's what I'm
thing
looking
when,
forward to the
like
most.
running around, playing the game,
Yeah,
and getting
like
to know,
walking through the castle,
Hogwarts the way
discovering the castle.
Boston knows it because she knows the school and the lore better than I do, and thank God, right? Because you want the person
Or should you
architecting it
miss
to really know that.
quite a lot, sadly, but welcome back.
When I rewatch the films or
Didn't
I'm
know you could
rereading
read.
passages from the books, there's a different relationship to those things having played the game.
Right.
And so it's really looking over the edge and seeing location. I'm like, oh my God, I'm right there. And in the movie saying, I know what's around that corner in the film. Like if you go down this way, there's actually a thing over here, and there's this.
Come on,
person
talk
over here,
about the
and this
old
thing
games.
happened, and it just adds all this richness to everything that you already love.
And not just that, but you're going to add your own story.
Yeah.
So you know what happens around that corner because you did something.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the quick answer, just to have something different.
I mean, I guess it's cool if it's close to the movies as well, but there's a lot that was close to the old games. You can't tell me they didn't get inspired from that. No way, they didn't.
There's just something exhilarating about it that feels very different in that kind of.
Yeah, they've actually answered that synthetic in this short thing. They're essentially gonna be quests.
You know, for me, it's just bringing
all
the
the
community
lessons
together with it and sharing those stories.
The way I
because
understood
it is
it.
your story, and you are going to be writing. You know, this is your unique experience.
Yeah,
within
imagine
this.
Excel.
And even within the things that are the same,
Maybe.
it's going to be your unique experience. It's different from mine. It's different from. We're all approaching it from different places, and I think that's going to be really cool the way that everybody brings those things together. All right, and that's everything that we have to show you today. I know maybe it wasn't everything you wanted to see, but it was a whole lot of stuff. Character
It was pretty good, man. It was pretty good.
Mini tour of Hogwarts.
I gotta tell you that much.
A little bit of combat, and we do have some more stuff coming up for you in the future. Hogwarts Legacy.
All right, see you around, Saber. That was quite the reveal. Have a good rest of your day.
Now. But that's gonna do it from us. We're gonna leave you with a little.
Yeah, that was
else,
really
but for
cool.
now,
that was fun to watch. Apart from the character creation thing, I thought that was kind of useless, but. Like, Hogwarts looks very, very, very good. 1 out of 10 more character creation. Like, I'm still not convinced about the fighting, to be completely honest. Like, I'm not sure what to think about the fighting yet. But, like, the visuals and the world... Oh, and how lively it is. Yeah. That's good. That looks good, at least. I didn't ping Discord about it. Sorry about that. I thought if people wanna watch it, they'll be here anyways. Yeah. What are Ashwinders? They're from Fantastic Beasts. They're like snakes or whatever. Yeah, what do we think? What do we think? I see, yeah, I see why they've been delaying it. This seems like big. Like, holy hell, the spell is choosing the spells is like from Dragon Age. Yeah, we sadly still don't have Flipendo confirmation. Oh, that's what you're saying, okay. Your head is empty. Ambitious, yeah, ambitious. Can't call it groundbreaking, also true. It's not, yeah, but like, considering we didn't have any like Harry Potter games for a while, it's groundbreaking in that regard. Like, it definitely has elements that I've seen in other games, pretty much all of it, but yeah, they didn't, which maybe not be a bad idea, you know. Also, LaForge just loading now. Really sincerely doubt they'll have Flipendo. Nah, they're gonna have Flipendo, and I'm gonna refund this if they don't have Flipendo. I'm telling you, not playing a single second if that spell's not in there. I think it looks cool. Like, I just want to spend time running around Hogwarts and discovering all of the areas. Like, dang. Yeah, it could be. It could be quite a banger game. We'll see. Boycott and cancel Avalanche. Yes, very much. The voice acting, I mean, yeah, it wasn't super horrible, but some of the students sounded like not very fitting to how they looked. Like the guy at the end sounded so young but looked like 14. Yeah. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. they nail the castle. Oh yeah, that's all I care about. I want a big open world, a big open world with a lot of things to discover. That's the main point. And it looks like they are on a good way to have that, or to implement that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What does the German thing say? This? Well, follow and get notified when Avalanche Software is live. It's pretty much what it says in English as well. So you, the real me, welcome in. Hope you're doing all right. Excellent modding baseline. Yeah, if they allow modding as well, then oof. Yeah. FPS drops were sad a bit. Wait, were there FPS drops in the trailer? I didn't actually see. I was way too busy looking for like Easter eggs and all that. But yeah. So on Steam, so I imagine Steam Workshop. Yeah, probably. Switching all dragons to Thomas. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen at some point. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I can say. It looks really cool. I am looking forward. Like I'm a bit more convinced now, I think, than I was before. Because the open world, which is the main thing I care about, looks pretty amazing and very, very lively and everything. That's like the main thing I care about. You know how any percent is gonna look now? I mean, we're definitely gonna be playing on the story difficulty, the pleb difficulty. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna fix like some of the obvious issues with it. I'm not too worried about FPS drops and like texture issues and whatnot. I'm more worried about fighting getting boring. That's honestly my biggest worry right now. Like, it didn't convince me in the trailer, I have to say. It did not convince me fully. It looked cooler than before, but we'll see. It's always worry how they balance different difficulties. Yeah, I mean, it's probably only gonna be in fighting that it's different, right? Was a bit bland. Yeah, like, it looked cool, but like after you've done it 3 times, it feels kind of boring. We'll see. You'll really have to aim? No, I don't think so. But that, honestly, that might be for the better. Last time they had us aim in a Harry Potter game, we got Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2. So yeah. Is it soul style fighting? It didn't really look like it. Like, you could do the souls like dodge roll, the signature dodge roll, but it was more like a ranged, color-based, select the correct spell kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think they've shown much about the combat, really. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, they did the dodge roll in one of the scenes in the duel. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Like, it definitely gave me hope that this is gonna be good. We'll see. Also, no gobstones. That's a plus. Not having gobstones in there is very good. Okay, the question is, what are we gonna do now? The speedrun as well, yeah. I'm really, like, running that is gonna be, or routing that is gonna be so fun. Actually, so fun. You can't use flu powder inside Hogwarts either. I guess you probably could, yeah. They probably will not have that canon, yeah. I mean, maybe there were different spells back then. People gobstones. Come on, nobody is actually sad about that. Let's be honest.